I had to actually be, on my days off of work, I had to go to my son's school, right? And wait for playtime, recess, right? And when he comes out, that's the time I would see him. Hey, son, how you doing? I'd talk to him through the fence, bro.
No way. That's some movie shit.
That's crazy, bro. That's what I had to do. Fathers for Justice, bro.
Batman.
Are called Batman and Superman on top of Buckingham Palace and Parliament.
I'm not going crazy, am I? That's what they do.
You're not. It's
Okay.
It was happened in 2013, right?
Same year as
in
Dominic Soleil.
2013, we saw Fathers for Justice scale Parliament and Buckingham Palace in Batman and Spider-Man uniforms, saying that they want justice. Now, you've got to really think about, you are going to a place where there are snipers, bro. You're going to go to Parliament and Buckingham Palace. Do you think that place is not being looked at by snipers? And you're going to scale that. So you're actually risking your life. So you're risking your life to tell people that fathers need justice.
It's crazy. You got to think, like, when people do things that are out of character and extreme, you got to think, what's driven this otherwise sane man to these lengths?
100%. As I said on the podcast before, it got to a point where with me, I had to actually be, on my days off of work, I had to go to my son's school, right? And wait for playtime, recess, right? And when he comes out, that's the time I would see him. Hey, son, how you doing? I'd talk to him through the fence, bro.
No way. That's some movie shit.
That's crazy, bro. That's what I had to do.
No.
I had to go and wait there and say, okay, it's 11:05 now.
I would have called the police if I saw you hanging around the school. Being real.
I look suspicious.
Was the head bald as well?
The head was bald,
and
brother.
The beard patchy.
The beard was patchy.
God damn, I'm pulling the police. I'm pulling the police.
I was in tracksuit bottoms. I had a hoodie on. Brother.
Sir?
Who are you?
Wow.
My son was moved away from me. Like, she moved with him and didn't tell no one, didn't tell me, didn't know where she was. But obviously I knew where his school was. Obviously, because I used to take him to school all the time. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I can't get in contact with you there. So I'll have to come and get him there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, when it comes to baby mothers and baby fathers and the way in which they co-parent, you see, I read something the other day which said that co-parenting with a narcissist, and I know that word is thrown around a lot, the term narcissist, they don't co-parent, they counter-parent. Meaning that they counter your parenting. Their whole vibe is to counter your parenting. So whatever your child learns with you, when the child goes back to them, they're trying to counter it. Your dad this, your dad that, blah, blah. They're trying to counter your parenting. And a lot of the time, from what I've seen, because I consult men all the time, right? And the stuff that I hear, there's a lot of counter-parenting going on and not co-parenting. Because I've said a lot of the time, well, 9 times out of 10, it's not, dads don't want to remove mothers from the child's life. They don't.
No.
Dads know that mothers are needed within their child's life. The question now becomes, why do so many mothers think that dads are not allowed in their child's lives? It's weird, bro.
Very weird.
It's like the child becomes their property all of a sudden. And they feel like they can tell you where you can and cannot see the child. So like I said, I have counseled multiple men on this, right? And the stories that I've heard things like men saying that a mother will say, you can see your child, but you have to text me every hour where you are. And things like this make me say, I don't believe that a lot of men are deadbeats. I just believe that a lot of men are just tired of jumping through hoops for women. They're tired of jumping through hoops for the mothers of their children. They are tired of being told what to do. They are tired of being seen as a child, just like the child that they're trying to see. And so what they've said is, you know what? Keep them. Keep the children. I'm not doing this. You're not messing around with me like this. And like I said, I've been there because I got to the point where I would do everything that was told of me because I want to see my child, right? But then it got to a point where you're like, now you're really trying to emasculate me now. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're really trying to control me now. And I had to get to a point where I say, you know what? I'm not going to allow that to happen. But as soon as you start saying that, it's a problem.
Definitely.
It's a problem. So to all the fathers out there trying to co-parent, stay strong. Stay strong, guys. Okay? You can do this. If you want to go through the court system, go through the court system. The family court system can be a joke sometimes. Trust me. I know. But yeah, if that's the way you want to go for it. And to the mothers out there trying to stop their children from seeing their father, it makes absolutely no sense, because those children will grow up and they will end up resenting you. They will end up realizing that you were the one that kept them from the father of their life. And essentially, they're going to become adults like me and like you. They have learned to analyze situations. They've learned to look at things differently. And even in our adulthood, we get to a point where, like, you know what, actually my dad was X, or my mum was X, or this was like that. And like I said, children ain't stupid. They're not going to be stupid forever. They're not going to be young forever. They're going to grow up to realize. So that's on you as the mother. That's on you. If you want to excuse me, if you want to play games like that with the father of your children, that's up to you. But your children are going to end up resenting you in the long run. And what I've said is that a lot of people do not have foresight. They live in the now.